Bounce, bounce, cheese. Yeah. Rockefeller, y'all. Bounce, Rockefeller, y'all. Check. Yo, I'm making short-term goals when the weather falls. Just put away the leathers and put ice on the gold.
Oh, check. Casey's Corner. We're back at it, baby. And I'm gonna get right to it because we got a lot of talk about here. As I got a couple of special guests with me. I got what would this be? There's 4 people in the commission, so I guess we got 3/4 of the commission. I'm a math major.
Actually,
3/5. 3/5. The first lady, Miss Candace, is also in the commission. 3/6. I mean. We got Reese. Reese is in the commission as well.
Yeah.
3/6. So we got half of the commission on the line on Casey's Corner right now. That first voice you heard is my man, Ace BK. What up, baby?
What up, peoples? What up, people?
Yeah. And also for the first time, making his Casey's Corner debut, I got my man, Jason Bingy, the Notty General, or the not so Notty General. You know what I mean?
Notty G. It's good. Biggest nation. All the way.
Oh, wow. So, first of all, everybody has heard a previous episode with my man AceBK on here. He's a Jets fan. He's a Nets fan. He's a Yankees fan. We know his affiliations. Jason, when somebody first steps into Casey's Corner, they got to spill their affiliations out here. Who you riding with in the sports world?
As far as NBA, got the Lakers. Got the Lakers all day. That's what I'm on right now. I'm really focused on my Lakers right now. I watch a little college, but right now we have to focus. Kobe's back, back in the swing of things. So
Kobe looking a little old, brother. He looking a little old.
Well, Dr. J was also old, playing well.
Wait a minute.
Kobe from that lineage.
He just So you want Dr. J playing for the Lakers right now? Is that what you're saying?
No. As far as Dr. J at the end of his career, 86 All-Star game. This is where Kobe's at, and it's not a bad place. You have to have those key roles, those key players.
Unfortunately for him, it's not where Jordan was.
No.
At the stage of the game.
Jordan was getting rings. He was getting rings.
Well, Jordan didn't enter the league at 17.
Whose fault is that?
You can't compare. Hey,
Kobe could have went to school.
Wait a minute, we're getting away from the topic. We're going with that's your basketball team.
All right. Well, yeah. You gotta give. What else you got? You got a football. What you riding with?
Right now, it's just straight Lakers. Right now, that's all I have.
That's all I have. That's all I have. That's all I have in life is the Lakers. That's all I have. Other than that, I'm a screw up. I just have the Lakers. I don't know.
Lakers all the way.
All right, man. Lakers all the way, man. We'll leave you at that, man. But yeah, man. These are like this is family right here. These are my 2 cousins, but they like 2 of my best friends in the world, man. And we always just be shooting the breeze, talking about random stuff, whether it's sports, life, history, music, entertainment, whatever, man. And that's kind of where this whole podcast is gonna go today, man. We just gonna be shooting the breeze about a couple of topics that I think they would have some very interesting takes on. First of all, something that I didn't tell you guys we were gonna talk about. Did you guys see the Adrian Broner fight last night? Do you have any idea who Adrian Broner is or what went down last night?
I've heard of him. I heard
Floyd Jr.
Yeah, some people like to call him Floyd Jr. He definitely ain't Floyd Jr. no more.
Yeah, I heard he got rocked pretty nice.
Yeah, got that ass whooped last night. I like AB, man.
Every fighter gotta lose. But,
Floyd don't lose.
A few weeks ago, we just making fun of Derrick Rose.
Hey, he was making fun.
Like, hey, that happens,
Yeah, man.
Injury happens, Now he gets the Derrick Rose perspective.
Yeah, well, he got that injury due to Maidana's fist last night. That's how he got his injury. He got hurt that way. That was all bad for him, man. So, yeah, I mean, that's for another show. I just didn't know if any of you guys had watched it. You know what I'm saying? Basically,
I think he can bounce back, though. Bounce back.
I think he definitely can bounce back. I mean, other than Floyd.
If Pacquiao could bounce back from his, he can bounce back from that one.
Well, the people love Pacquiao. The people don't love Broner. They couldn't wait for him to lose, man. So that's gonna be interesting. But I like Broner, man. I like him, man. I think he'll bounce back. And other than Floyd, don't nobody go through undefeated, man. Come on, man. Floyd is a one of a kind, man. He's a Michael Jordan. I can't even say Ali, because Ali lost 3, 4, 5 times. You know what I'm saying? So, come on, man. Not everybody goes undefeated.
Yeah, but when you're not fighting everybody. When you're picking and choosing your opponents, it's different.
Who's doing that? You saying Floyd picking and choosing his opponent? Who is he not fighting? Who is he not fighting that he should fight?
I'm gonna say it like this: there's always that shit. When you look at Ali's career, and Ali always fought the number one contender. There's never been an incident in Ali's career where like, what if he would have fought this one? So he's always gonna have that. What if he fought Pacquiao?
Pacquiao was on that. He was on the juice, allegedly.
Allegedly.
He was on the juice, allegedly, and he didn't want to take the blood test. Simple as that. You tell me this. Tell me this.
Juice or not?
What do you mean juice or not? He was on the juice.
That can't be proven, but
allegedly.
Juice or not? If he's competing at that level and he's good at that level, Mayweather should still be able to beat him.
He would have beat him. He would have beat him with the juice or not. But I agree with Mayweather. First of all, it wasn't always just about the juice, because they accused him of being on the juice. Floyd Sr. didn't want him to fight. But then it was a situation where Pacquiao came in talking about, oh yeah, if we fight, I want 50-50. And Floyd was like, look here, man. And I agree with Floyd 100% on this one. Look here, man. I make $40-50 million a fight. You, Pacquiao, ain't never made more than $20 million. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna give you $40 million, which is 2 times more than anything you've ever made, and I'll take the rest. If the rest happen to be $100 million, so be it. I'm still giving you the biggest payday you've ever had, and I agree with him. I agree with him. That makes sense. Floyd could go make 40 on his own.
He's a great businessman.
And Pacquiao wanted 50-50.
Compared to Ali, he's not. You can't compare him to Ali.
No. Floyd is one of the greatest boxers that'll ever walk the earth. Period. He's earned that. He's earned that. You may say he might have not fought somebody here or there, but for the most part, he's wiped out everybody that's been in front of him. He's one of the greatest fighters ever to fight. Period.
I wouldn't argue with that. That's not, that's a respectable opinion. But Ali, just come on, man.
Well, me and Ace always go back and forth. Hold on. Me and Ace always go back and forth because I talk about how Frazier beat the hell out of Ali and Frazier Ali won.
Right, but he lost the last 2.
Yeah, he did. I mean, I'm not saying he didn't win the trilogy, but when they was in their prime, when they were both undefeated.
Ali whipped his ass so bad he stayed in his corner. He ain't get knocked out.
Hold on. Did you hear what Ali said, though? Ali said if they hadn't called it at that point, he was going to stop.
I know, but he had that little bit of something that had him stand on his
head. Frazier, his corner told him to stop. No. Frazier's corner stopped it, not Frazier. Frazier didn't say, I want to stop. His corner looked at him and was like, look.
Those dudes used to have battles. You know what I mean? These dudes, when they're done with the fight, the Vaseline still on his face and they're still looking pretty. Like, come on.
I mean, the people that fight Floyd don't look pretty. Floyd don't be looking pretty. The people that fight Floyd don't look pretty. Floyd look pretty because don't nobody touch him.
Kenny.
Yes.
Did you have topics that we were going to discuss?
All right, we did. I did.
We completely did.
We could talk about Floyd all day long, and we probably will on another podcast. But I did want to touch on a couple things with you guys that I'm interested to hear what you guys got to say about this. First of all, in the sports world, Jim Brown earlier on Arsenio Hall basically, came out and he had a comment about how Kobe, basically saying Kobe doesn't do enough for his race. Kind of like how people talk about Michael. That's it. He don't do enough for the cause. He didn't do enough for his race. And like how Michael Jordan, they would criticize Michael Jordan of not using his power.
He gave us Jordans.
Huh?
He gave us Jordans.
Well, I mean that's one thing the black community will always be thankful for, I guess, getting Jordans. Yeah. So Jim Brown comes out and says Kobe just doesn't do enough, and what he says is back in the '60s or whatever, when he would lead, gather all these other high name athletes at the time, Muhammad Ali, Bill Russell himself, to kind of come together, have a meeting, and figure out what they could do to help the black community. He said at the time there was certain athletes that he just wouldn't call because they're not that type of person. They wouldn't be down for the cause. And he said if he had to do it again, Kobe would not be somebody he called because he's not down for the cause. I mean, basically what I wanted to ask you guys is, is that in a perfect world, I guess maybe you would want Kobe to be like that, but he doesn't have to do anything like that, right? Just because he's black and he's wealthy doesn't mean he has to be Muhammad Ali, so to speak, right?
No, he doesn't have to be Muhammad Ali. That's why Muhammad Ali is who he is.
Should he be looked down upon for not taking a stand or standing up for a cause?
No, you have people for that. That's not Kobe's calling. That's not what he's supposed to be doing. That's why you have Jim Brown and you have the Malcolm X's and that's what they do. You have Nas because that's what he does. Jay-Z is more like a Kobe Bryant or a Jordan. Like he's not the people person.
Right. But even with that said, I guess, and Notty G, you could kind of touch on this too. With that said, I guess his point is, yeah, Jim Brown's like, yeah, I could lead the charge right now, but I don't have as much influence as a Kobe Bryant.
Yeah.
And because of that influence, should I, he's looking at him to use that influence for a cause bigger than himself. I understand what he's saying. I don't understand if
I get what he's saying. I think his approach was wrong. He should have, took him out of the public eye, pull him aside, see if he could have gotten in contact with him. But what he's basically saying is today's athletes are not humanitarian, like Kareem Abdul-Jabbar or back in the 40s.
You don't have to be. You had Charles Barkley who said, "I'm not a role model." He wanted to just drink beer and fuck women.
But is that? Do you think that? It's everybody can get on their moral high horse and be like, oh, well, it shouldn't be like that. Parents should be role models, yada, yada, yada. But at the same time, reality is, these kids, they look up to a Charles Barkley at the time or a Kobe Bryant more than they look up to their parents in certain respects.
They weren't looking at Charles Barkley like that.
At the time, they did. I'm sure they did.
You got Michael Jordan, he was that guy.
But if you gotta look at it like this,
and there was nobody saying, man, I want to be like Charles Barkley.
Hold on, one at a time, fellas. Hold on. Go ahead.
It's a reflection of the generation. Like we're the millennials, we're the I generation. So we're all about the individual, us, identity. Back then it was all about people sticking together. So it's a different time, and that generation was more cohesive than we are. You know what I mean? If that makes any sense.
No, I feel you on that. But Ace, you're under the belief that, it's just not their responsibility, right?
No,
people who are equipped to do that effectively. Kobe Bryant's not one of them. He doesn't have to. He could stay shut up with his wife and their mansion and mind his business.
Do you think that? Do you think that? I mean, do you think it really matters? Like, do you think if Kobe Bryant woke up tomorrow and was like, I want to make a difference, like, could he make a Muhammad Ali type of difference just because of his influence?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, if he were saying, hey, I want to open a basketball camp in every city, starting in Chicago, and I want to raise money for gun awareness or whatever.
Right.
He could do that. That's like Brian. It's the influence.
That's that type of guy. Like, you see what he did when, the spotlight was on him negatively. I'm not saying if he's not that. I'm not saying if he's not that type of guy. He's not going to try to do it. He asked if he could do it. I said he can because he has the influence. He didn't ask if he was that type of guy. Because he's incapable of it. If he was that kind of guy, yeah. But he's not.
Doesn't that kind of suck, though, that we could be missing out on somebody who could change, who could have a big helping hand, I should say. Maybe it's not single-handedly him, but he could. You're looking at somebody that could change the plight of, or like I said, help change the plight and the awareness of the black community, and he's just not interested in it.
What is he going to aware the black community of?
I mean, it could be as simple as a little kid in Compton. If Kobe got on there and was like, "Yo, gangs is whack, guns are whack, don't do it," the kid. I mean, it could be as simple as the kid being like, "Man, Kobe said it, so I'm cool," as opposed to his uncle being like, "Stop," and he'd be like, "All right, Unc, whatever." You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if he could change the world, but I understand that it's not his responsibility, but I'd like to see him try. I'd like to see LeBron try a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I think LeBron does more than Kobe does.
Yeah, that LeBron does do some cool stuff within his community. As far as his awareness,
that's an example.
His awareness is about keeping kids in school and helping them graduate. He does some real good stuff with that. I read a couple things on him doing that, and
but he might want to help the kids. It's like, everybody's not here to help, the black man down for the cause and all of that stuff.
Well, a good example, a perfect example of LeBron. And not like I said, if Kobe don't want to do it, I'm not going to tell him how to live his life or do it. It's not my place to do that. But a perfect example, LeBron, when the Trayvon Martin thing came out, he came out and took a stand with that picture where everybody had their hood on and stuff like that. Like, he took a stand, like, on something that was really pressing in the black community, that was, a hot button topic and stuff like that. He didn't pull the old Jordan move.
Did Kobe do a picture with the hood or
no? Nah. Kobe's more the Jordan, where Jordan, and I like Jordan. Like I said, once again, I'm not going to tell Jordan how to live his life and what he should do, but Jordan is the type of dude who, he made the famous statement like, oh, well, Republicans buy tennis shoes too. You know what I'm saying? So he ain't, he's not going to rub nobody's feathers the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? Whereas somebody like LeBron, he took a stand, whether maybe that wasn't popular in the white community for him to do that. You know what I'm saying? But he didn't care. You know what I'm saying? So, I wish, our athletes would, and our entertainers would do that, a little more.
That adds on to his legacy. It makes you look at him and say, even outside of basketball, this guy's character is good.
Yeah.
It's good for his brand.
I agree. And it's just good, period.
I think Kobe Bryant screwed that up. Like, just showing his character throughout his career and things that he's done, like when he threw Shaq under the bus.
Hey, that's exactly what Jim Brown was talking about. That's the first thing he said when he threw Shaq under the bus.
Exactly.
What he said.
He talked about when Kobe threw Shaq under the bus, when he was in trouble.
That's the first thing. Arsenio was like, so what do you think about Kobe? First thing Jim Brown said, well, he threw Shaq under the bus, first of all.
Yeah, you don't do that to one of the boys.
Right. Yeah. So yeah, I mean, we could go on all day. I wanted to talk to you guys about maybe one or two other things as well. But yeah, Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Everybody else, you got opinions on that, let me know. Let us know what's up. The other thing, we're going to step out of sports real quick, in the entertainment a little bit. Beyonce, this past week, like, pulled out a sneak album, no promotion, in the middle of the night on a Thursday, out of nowhere, pulled out an album. To me, that was a power move. That was impressive. And
Shawn Michaels drop kick.
that was a big time move. And my question to you guys is Beyonce and probably Jay-Z the only two people in hip hop and R&B who can pull that? I mean, everybody else needs promotion, or is there somebody else who doesn't need? Like, I'll put it to you like this: what if Andre 3000 did the same thing this week? You think he moved numbers like Beyonce or close to it?
No. That's Andre. No. That's Andre.
Not Andre. Is there anybody who might come close?
Look at what Beyonce did. She had like a little single out, like a little reggae single. I was playing, out here a lot.
Right.
So it made you question, what's going on with Beyonce? You didn't quite know for sure if she's putting out an album, but you knew she had new material.
Right.
Andre went about it like that. It'd be bananas.
So you think Andre could do it like that and be successful?
Yeah.
I think so too.
But if it's done too much, it gets corny. Then.
Right. Not everybody can do that.
I give it 10 more times. Okay. Beyonce could do it. Jay-Z could do it. Kanye West could do it.
Yeah, Yeezy could, yeah.
Maybe Rihanna's getting there.
Nah, I don't think Rihanna could. Rihanna can't do that.
Yeah,
Rihanna
I
can.
think Rihanna most definitely.
No, I don't think Rihanna could do that.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
Rihanna's big, but I don't think she could do that.
And I think Rihanna could do it. I think Drake is getting to that point.
Yeah, Drizzy. Yeah.
He could do it too.
Yeah. What about Wayne? Can he still do it?
Wayne's on his he's on his downfall.
I feel the same way. I feel like he's kind of descending a little bit.
I don't know if he's like stepping back so Drake and Nicki could do this thing, or he's...
Oh, that's another one. Nicki could probably do it. Nicki could do it.
Yeah. Nicki, yes, definitely. Nicki Minaj could do so. It's a very elite group of them who could just be like, hey, I'm dropping an album today, and, that's the only thing that's going to be talked about that day.
Right. And then do 500K in the first week like Beyonce did or something. Interesting. Right. Another thing I wanted to ask you guys about is, a little lighter as well. Earlier, for some reason, quick background, because we only got about a couple minutes left. Quick background, me and Ace used to hate DipSet when they were on top, right? When they were doing it, I wouldn't say on top, but when they were big. We couldn't stand them. Now I've done a complete 180 on all of DipSet. I got mad love for DipSet, and it had me thinking back to that time, and maybe you guys can tell me. I feel like they were a lot bigger than people realize. Like, they were big. DipSet was pretty big. Like, you could say whatever they want. Cam was corny or whatever the case may be, but them dudes had a following. Am I wrong or right on that?
They definitely did. You're right. DipSet was big. Cam was that big. Like, if they came on right now, they have their following, and then they have like this extension. They got Votto. They got new people they're associated with.
Right.
You know what I mean? A-Rab Beats producing. So.
And oddly enough,
that's a scene.
Go ahead.
No, that's what I was saying. That's a scene. That's that classic Harlem scene.
Right. And oddly enough, if we had this same discussion 7 to 10 years ago, you would never think that Jim Jones is probably the biggest star out of all of them. Jim Jones is the biggest star in DipSet. Am I right?
I think because he took risk.
I never even thought he was a rapper. I didn't know what he was. And then all of a sudden he's this rap star and a reality TV star. The love and hip hop thing was huge for him. That was big. That was a big career move for him.
That's what I'm saying. He took risk with what he was doing. Because he wasn't trying to get comfortable with that.
Right.
When you talk about DipSet, you got to think about the heat makers, the producers.
They,
created that sound.
their beats, their sound, like, and like I said, at the time I wasn't feeling it, but like looking back, like the beats and the production of the music, it was pretty dope, man. People give it a cold shoulder because they had a lot of silly stuff going on, but like I even think them. Well, I don't know about Jim too much, but I thought Cam could really rhyme. Like I always thought he could really rap. He just never. He took the Kobe approach. He didn't want to make a stand. You know what I'm saying? He wanted to make money and have fun.
If you listen to First King, Incessant Fire, that was just, like when he was rhyming with Noriega, Charlie Baltimore. He had like a couple of songs. That, to me, when I heard King, I was like, man, this dude could flow.
Right. And I'm the only person on the West Coast that even cares anymore or ever about DipSet. So yeah, can't have a DipSet discussion out here at all. I know that much. So real quick, guys, we're down to the last 4 minutes of the show. I want you guys coming here. You guys got 30 seconds each. You guys can say whatever you want right now. Ace, you can go first. Whatever's on your mind. Go ahead.
I'm gonna let Notty G go first because I already did it before.
Hospitality, I see you. Notty G, 30 seconds. Whatever's on your mind. If you want to talk about your Twitter, if you want to talk about Scandal, whatever you want to talk about. Go ahead.
Let's see. Right now, I'm just out here on the East Coast, just making these beats, just filling out the vibe of the city. You know, just listening to a lot of East Coast stuff. You know, Joey Badass, just absorbing all the East Coast energy.
Who's the hottest out right now on the East Coast that you're listening to?
Oh man, that's an unfair question right now, man. I like Joey Badass. Man, you have to ask me this another time. I like the ASAP Rocky stuff going on. That's cool.
Right.
I like the Q-Tip and Busta Rhymes mixtape. That's pretty cool.
Okay. I'm gonna have to check for that.
I'm loving it right now.
No doubt. AceBK, what's up, man? 30 seconds.
Let's see. Miley is still hot.
Hey, we talk about it all the time. 23s is the joint, man. I'm gonna have to use that on the intro, man. 23s is a hot song.
She is knocking it out the park lately. So Miley's still hot. All these girls out there have their fix. They have a new Beyonce album. There's going to be a whole new crop of fashion, that's going to be out based off of the look.
As some people like to call them, they have entered the beehive, as some people like to say. They're in the beehive. So
they're going to be coming out of the beehive. They're just not going to be getting any of that Beyonce honey.
No doubt, man. Hey, fellas, I appreciate you guys getting on with me, man, and doing this. This is something we definitely gonna do on the regular because I like talking to my homies. Y'all had some good discussion today, man, and I appreciate y'all coming on here. At Commission AceBK, at Bingy the Naughty One. Go follow him on that Twitter, on that Instagram if you want to. Y'all be good. Good looking, fellas. I appreciate it.
No problem.
Y'all be good, man. 100.
All right.
Chilly with enough bail money to free a big Willie. High stakes, I got more at stake than Philly. Shopping sprees, copping 3. Deuce fever, yeses, fully loaded, yes. Bounce.